You as Jeff Brown, how are you more truly, fiercely, heartfully human? How do you practice that?
How do you practice humanness? Well, so for me, where my journey arrived, at this notion of enrealment, and turning upside down patriarchal spirituality, naming it, defining it, new cage, all that stuff. There was a split in the so-called spiritual world between humanness and spirituality. That's the game. Mm-hmm. That's why they can get away with all kinds of crazy behavior, because they just call that their humanness, but that's not their true essence. I don't buy any of that. So for me, I came to realize that the more in my body, grounded, heart-centered, integrated, present for all aspects of my life, not just the stuff that feels good and easy and masterful. To me, that's spirituality. It's not about mastering or perfecting or dissociating into singular threads of consciousness, like being a master meditator and every other part of your life is a shit show. It's about trying to get every part of your life in alignment with every other part of your life. So I think that's just a moment-to-moment practice for me, to
being grounded, heart-centered, and being present.
Embodied, yes, but through the body, not as a cerebral construct, not as a master meditator witnessing my experience. That's a part of the journey. Enrealment encompasses everything, but really living more primarily from a dropped-in felt experience. I'm more interested in feeling than thinking. I'm not particularly into knowledge or so-called knowledge-based wisdom. I prefer intuition and body-centered stuff. And so, I think for me, if you're not in your body, if you're not experiencing presence as a whole being experience, you're not really here.
Yeah.
So then you're having a notion of here-ness or now-ness or awakening that in some ways is conveniently dissociated from your humanness. And it never made sense to me that awakening would be dissociated from my humanness, because if I'm not awakening my humanness, there's nothing to awaken.
Yeah.